Together, Teeks. Get it together. Okay. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is TAKARAONEA, or you can call me Teeks. It is whichever one that you would prefer to call me. And I'm back with another video today. I know I've been gone. I hate when I have to come back and be like, you know, I've been gone. But yeah, I've been gone for about 2 months now off of YouTube. And I basically just wanted to come back and do like a life update type of video. Kind of similar to my last video that I did about 2 months ago, where I kind of just update you guys on where I've been, what I've been up to, why I've been gone for so long. I didn't want to just hop back on here after not being active for 2 months and kind of just get into regular content and be like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and act like nothing has been going on. So that's why I'm coming to you guys with a life update video today. Sorry if I keep touching my hair, because I just ain't been on camera so long, y'all, so please excuse that. But yeah, so last time I spoke to you guys, I was still in Georgia. We left off at me still being in Georgia. If you guys haven't seen my last life update video, which was the tea on my life in Los Angeles, California video, I'm actually going to link it up here so you guys can go watch it if you haven't checked it out yet or seen it. But last time we left off, I was in Georgia because because of my grandmother being sick and because of, you know, COVID-19 and things going on, but really more so because my grandma was sick. That was the reasoning for me coming back to Georgia. My allergies, is anybody else allergies acting up? Like, my allergies have been crazy. So I'm currently still in Georgia at the moment. You guys are probably like, where the heck are you at? Because I'm in a whole new setup and we're gonna get to that. So just get your tea, your snacks, and everything like that to watch this video. I'm actually not gonna make this video long, but yeah, I'm gonna get to that on where I am. If you guys do not follow me on Instagram or like Snapchat, which if you don't, you probably should be, I'll put all of that information right here so you guys can follow me, and it'll also be in the description box. Usually either on like my Snapchat or like my Instagram or even Twitter, like my other social media network, I do a lot of like life updates, so you'll kind of be able to like keep up with my life if I'm not on YouTube. This has been like a really rough 2 months for me. On March 23rd of this year, a little bit after I made my life update video, my grandmother actually passed away from cancer. I don't want to touch on what type of cancer or whatever like that, but so just for this last 2 months, I've literally just been, you know, we have been planning, you know, her funeral. You know, I've been spending a lot of time with my family. My sister came down here. Unfortunately, my brother didn't come because he's still in Los Angeles, and during the time of her funeral, COVID was like on a high peak of getting like worse. So, but yeah, we have been planning her funeral, you know, getting through her funeral, because, you know, it was harder for us to get through her funeral because of all the like rules and regulations of her funeral because of COVID-19. So just dealing with that and just spending a lot of my time with my family, really just taking this 2 months out to recoup and just to give myself time to grieve. I didn't want to just hop into YouTube. Honestly, I didn't feel right on just, you know, right after my grandmother passing, just getting right back to work and just acting like everything was okay and just getting on camera. Like, even though I know she would have wanted me to keep going, it was still like I just needed to take that time to grieve, and I'm still grieving to this day. But you know, as the days go by, it does get a little bit better, but it's still gonna take me time. You guys know that my grandmother was like my mother in a sense. You know, I lived with her throughout my teenage years all the way up to my late 20s, right before I moved to California. So it was just a lot to take in. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to stay here to, you know, take that time out to be around my father, be here for my family and things like that. As far as like my grandmother's funeral and everything, because I know people probably have questions like, how did that go? Because, you know, I know, like, you know, with all of this stuff going on, like, funerals are crazy. The funeral was very, very small. I feel like it was something that my grandma did herself, because my grandma always said like she doesn't want any, she never wanted, like she never was around a lot of people. Like she really was about her family, and that's literally all that was at the funeral, was like her immediate family, truthfully. They limited we couldn't have a service inside of the funeral home. We ended up having to have like a kind of like, it was kind of like a viewing, but it was kind of small, so we got to, her immediate family got to view her body and things like that. They were gonna let 30 people go to the grave site, and then we held like a small service like that, and they held the service live. But they ended up limiting it to only us being able to go to the gravesite to hold a small service as well. When we got to the gravesite, everybody, like other like people from like my grandma's church and things like that, and her friends were lined up, you know, like with balloons and stuff like that. Even though they weren't allowed to go to the actual gravesite, they were lined up to, you know, kind of show us that support still. And that made me cry like a lot, because I was just like, wow, like my grandma was really loved. We did get to have a small service, and then, you know, it was held on live as well, so that was really nice for any of like her friends and family who lived out of state, who couldn't come because of COVID-19, who wouldn't have been able to come anyways. So that was really cool, and it was really nice. Like I think it's what my grandma would have wanted. They were definitely making sure that there was not more than 10 to 15 people at the service and at the gravesite and in the funeral home, little kind of like church hall or whatever. The police were there. They were like, the health department was there. Like they were not kidding, because I guess at a funeral like in Atlanta, one of the pastors had like passed on COVID-19 to people at a funeral. So that's why my grandma's funeral was really limited. But I feel like it's gotten worse for people who are passing away now. Some people aren't even being able to hold services at all, because, you know, it's just gotten really bad. So I was really grateful for my grandma to still be able to have a service, and it turned out amazing, and I just really miss my grandma. And yeah, I really miss my grandma. I really love my grandma. If you guys haven't seen me and my grandma's cooking video on my channel, I only have one video with her, but I have a few other like videos where my grandma's like in them. I think I got 2 videos, main videos, but I'll link them up here. My favorite one is the cooking video that we did. If you guys seen that video, that was hilarious, where we cooked her sweet potato pies. We're gonna find out the secret that Granny puts in her pies. Come on out, Granny. Oh, I got an apron today.
We don't cook without an apron.
Okay.
We don't cook without an apron.
And I'm so grateful I have that recipe, so I can make that anytime I want to. So after all of that, my ex, you guys know, the one that I was doing videos with here on the channel. If you guys haven't seen those videos with him, I'm gonna link those as well, so you guys can see who I'm talking about if you're new to my channel, or if you just never actually got a hold to those videos. But that is my ex, who is now my current boyfriend. He actually asked me to move in with him into a new apartment. So we currently have an apartment together, and that is where I am at now. We moved in about, I would say like 2.5 weeks ago, and I actually stay near my mom, more toward the Atlanta area. So now I'm able to, you know, still be close with my mom and not, you know, just be in her house, but still be near my mom, because like I said, my mom is still grieving. She lost her mom, so it's gonna take her a lot of time. None of her kids are near. It's really just me. I decided to stay. If I would have left, I would have been in LA, and I would have been really far. It would have been me and my brother in LA, and then my sister went back to Ohio. So I kind of just, I felt like in my spirit that I, you know, should stay, be here for my mom, be here to help her going back and forth to my grandparents' house to, you know, look after my grandfather and just, you know, keep up with him, because like I said, he's still grieving, and my grandpa also has a mild case of Alzheimer's. So it's just, you know, you just, you know, he's getting older, and even though I've been around for a long time, I want to be able to spend as much time with my grandfather as well. And I love my boyfriend, so I'm kind of excited to live here with him. And you know, LA is always going to be there. That's something that we still want to do. We still want to move to California when everything gets better, as far as like with the COVID-19 and stuff like that. So you know, who knows where we'll be at in the future. I definitely know I just don't want to be in Georgia. So, but I'm willing to sacrifice for my family and my boyfriend. So, like I was saying, my job is still closed in LA, so I wouldn't have been working if I would have went back. And it's just not the place to be right now. At this point, it's kind of pointless to go back because there's nothing open. And you know, after the death of my grandmother, I just feel like I said, it's best to just be near my family at this time. You know, my grandma has a sister. My aunt, you know, she's grieving. They were really close, so it's just good to just be around my family right now. But that is pretty much it. I really don't want to make this video super long because I'm really excited to get into content. I just am very motivated. I've been doing a lot of thinking. You know, after my grandmother died, I kind of wasn't motivated, but I just had to snap out of it and realize like my grandma would want me to keep going. I know she's probably up in heaven right now. Like, are y'all subscribed to Miss Fabulous Teeks? Y'all got YouTube up here? Like, my grandma was like one of my #1 supporters, so I know she will want me to stay motivated and keep going, especially with this YouTube thing, especially like with my vintage shop and all of that stuff. So she is literally my #1 motivated right now. But like I said, that's pretty much it. I don't want to make this video long. I just wanted to come back and update you guys instead of just jumping back into content. I plan on getting an upload schedule now that I pretty much have like no distractions. I can really buckle down on uploading more and getting back into doing this full time. So the upload schedule that I have in mind, I have my phone in front of me, is Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and maybe still doing a Sunday upload. Oh my god. And maybe still doing a Sunday upload at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be like my upload time and the days. So be looking out for my videos on those days at that time. I have a lot of new videos and new ideas planned out, but still feel free to send over your guys' video requests, so I know, you know, what type of content you guys want to see. I still would love feedback for the channel, for our channel. So yeah, that is about it, you guys. I think I touched on pretty much everything. I love you guys. I love you, Grandma. And I miss you so much. And yeah, to my viewers, thank you guys for, you know, staying with me, being patient with me, and you know, still supporting me. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe so that you guys don't miss any videos that are going to be dropping down here on the channel. I love you guys, and until next time, I will see you at the top. Peace.